Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove BC services from their credit report, and in many cases without paying the debt at all. So if that's you or someone you know, I'm confident that you're going to walk away from this video knowing what the next best step is to take. Now, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action. For example, if you know or you believe that BC services, and actually any of the accounts on your credit report, are the result of identity theft, it's very serious, or have the wrong balance after you've already paid, or any other major issues that are really affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And in those situations, we work with a network of local attorneys that will work with you at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts permanently deleted. So, or if there's no issues like that that exist and you just want the account removed from your credit report, we can help with that too. Just give us a call today. I'll put our number in the description area below. And today I want to go through some of the most important questions that we get about this company. And the first one that I have here I think is really important, and that is, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with BC Services? And the reason I put this one at the top of the list is because we get a lot of callers that are terrified that this could happen, and really it makes sense. Few people are really taught about how credit and debt work in school. I didn't know the answer to this when I got into the business. And fortunately, the answer is, unless the debt is related specifically to unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. So no need to worry about that whatsoever. The amount of the debt actually doesn't matter either. You could refuse to pay, $1,000 or $1 million, and you will not be arrested or get jail time. So I want to get that out of the way so that you don't need to worry. So now, who is BC Services and why are they showing up in your credit report? So they are what's referred to as a debt collector or credit collection agency. And what they do is they buy debts or unpaid accounts like credit cards, for example, often for very cheap, spend very little money, and then they try to collect the full amount. Let me give you an example. So let's say that you, for whatever reason, have an unpaid card with Capital One, and it's $1,000. BC Services could come along in theory and buy that debt for just $100. But what they do is they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect the full $1,000 from you, which gives them a 10x return on their investment. So, these companies can make a lot of money. And damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is a primary strategy that they have to get you to pay. However, again, what a lot of people don't realize is that by simply paying a debt on your credit report does not remove the account that's attached to it. That account sits there for 7 years, damaging your score that whole time, whether it's paid or not. So a lot of time, as crazy as it sounds, paying the debt actually isn't in your best interest, and it's just a waste of money. Now, in rare cases, paying the debt can even hurt your score further. Now, in addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters. They may call a lot. They may even call your family members and colleagues. And I want to mention here, too, that if a collector has ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you may be owed a lawsuit. So again, that's another case that you'd want to give us a call so that we can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly on your behalf. So I have a question here. Should you negotiate a settlement with BC Services? Settling your debt with BC Services really depends on your goal. typically, if you're wanting to improve your credit score, paying isn't the best option. Why? Because, as I mentioned before, even if you pay the collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years, damaging your score that whole time. Instead, we always recommend working with an expert like us to review these accounts. And if certain issues exist, then the accounts may be removed. And this, of course, is a win-win. You won't waste your money paying a debt that won't help your score, and the negative account gets removed from your report. So win-win. Which leads into the other question. How do you remove BC Services from your credit report? So the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. I will say, the knowledge required to do this is a bit more involved than it might seem. I'm not saying that you shouldn't learn how to do it, but just be prepared to spend weeks, maybe months, learning how to do it properly. However, if you'd like to hire a professional to handle it for you and ensure it's done properly the first time and save the extra time, we're happy to take care of it. We've dealt with BC Services accounts many times, and they regularly have issues, and we've helped numerous clients deal with them. And we'd be happy to take care of it for you as well if you'd prefer. How can you get BC Services to stop calling you? So as I mentioned before, BC Services will be calling you. It's their attempt to try to collect the debt they've purchased, which really just means that the only reason that they're going to stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them, or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. Will BC Services try suing or garnishing my wages? Again, another kind of scary question. And to be perfectly honest, BC Services suing is unlikely. It can happen, it does happen, but in our experience, it's rare. There are many laws around how long they can sue for, what they can do if they win, and it's just a long process. However, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect at all, which is another benefit of using an expert. Let's see here. Oh, what are my rights when dealing with BC Services? So you have the right to dispute any of your debt that BC Services purchased. BC Services is governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, or FDCPA. And like I mentioned before, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or FCRA. Now, these acts can seem a little complicated at first glance, but they provide a great deal of power to the consumer if you know how to use it properly. Now, if you don't have time to research these acts, that's not a problem. Give us a call today and we can discuss your options. And again, I'll throw our number in the description area for you. Thanks.